metal wings to fly won't take you to the stars. Use the metal for a boat and you won't sail too far. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode. Science can be tricky, it can overheat your brain. Science can be hard to chew, each bite can be a pain. Stop sitting in the dark, stirring metal pots about. You will change your life forever when you figure out the secret PinCode, 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 PinCode,
How could it happen again? How could it be? How could I let this happen again?
Chico?
Kiko.
Forgive my curiosity, but what are you doing?
Well, you know, I'm just talking to myself.
I see, but why? Such a limited social circle.
With other people, it turns out worse.
Is it tasty? And who's doing the dishes?
I would with pleasure, but it's just that today I can't.
Your pies are simply poetry. It would be a crime to disturb them with the prose of life.
And what are you gonna come up with?
Well, the thing is,
Excellent.
It's always the same.
Here.
Hold this.
Oh, but
La 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 la.
Here.
Oh,
Up there.
oh. No.
I understand the issue. You're in need of a weapon.
A weapon?
Powerful and age-old, like our very civilization. Huh? This weapon will protect you against your bitterest rivals, fears, complexes, and inhibitions.
No, no.
With this weapon, you'll be victorious in any, even the most desperate predicament. Huh? This weapon is words.
But that's, like... You mean figuratively speaking, you mean?
I mean it in the most direct sense. You need to learn to speak, my friend. Learn to speak.
But it's just that I sort of already can.
Lie. Delusion. Illusion. Self-deception. I'm talking about the highest manifestation of communication skills and powers of persuasion. Rhetoric.
Apologies. I seem to have switched off at the word illusion.
I'm not surprised. Rhetoric is the science of bringing your thoughts to others. It is the science of understanding. Without rhetoric, all of our actions become impossible. Friends cannot agree on whether to go to the movies or go for a walk. A teacher cannot explain to a student a new topic. And politicians cannot conclude a peace treaty. One of the first scientific descriptions of rhetoric belongs to Aristotle, a man who, without exaggeration, stood at the rise of all modern science. In ancient Rome, rhetoric was developed by the great orator and politician Cicero. who was such an outstanding master of language and style that neither before nor since could anyone come close to him in terms of mastering the riches of the Latin language. Even until now, his works still haven't lost their significance, although since ancient times, many outstanding philosophers, orators, poets, and linguists have even further developed this remarkable science.
Yeah, that sort of weapon wouldn't do me any harm.
In that case, off to the training gym. Follow me. Hop to it.
But this isn't a gymnasium. This is a library.
That was a metaphor.
Huh? What?
This may be more tricky than I first thought. Well, looks like we'll be starting from a blank page, as they say.
A blank page?
Do not take it literally. That was also a metaphor. Ancient theorists distinguished three kinds of elocution. Festive. Today is a great holiday. Deliberative. Let's think whether to watch this series further. And judicial. Chico is to blame. But he isn't to blame. A good speech must convince, delight, and excite. But first, it has to be composed. And the composition consisted of 4 parts. First, it was necessary to find the material, then arrange it, then find the correct words, then memorize them. After that comes the 5th, very serious part, the actual delivery. The arrangement of speech was based on a solid scheme: introduction, presentation, development, and conclusion. Understandably, the most important part of rhetoric is delivery. The great Greek orator Demosthenes loved to talk. In elocution, the first thing is delivery, and the second is delivery, and the third is also delivery. And here, the orator in waiting has the aid of a variety of exercises, from breathing techniques to tongue twisters, and of course, an increased vocabulary. And so, after 3 months of intense training, what do you have to say for yourself, my friend?
How is it that I previously never noticed that the whole world, the whole universe, is a word, a myriad of words strummed gently on the strings of harmony, striking a sensational feeling of boundless power to you, my esteemed teacher.
I've taught you everything I know. Now go and win the hearts of the people.
Today isn't my turn.
Whereas I've an unfinished
I just
poem.
don't have the time. Not ever.
Chico, we were just discussing whose turn it is to clean up, as it so happens.
We were just picking straws. Everyone took one.
There's only one left. The longest.
Looks like that's yours.
I have a dream, you see. The dream that the day will come when all of the lowlands will rise, and all of the hills and mountains will descend. The hitherto uneven terrain will be turned into plains. The curved places will be leveled, and that the grandeur of equality will at once be before us, and that we may all believe in it. For this is my solemn hope.
What was that?
I don't know.
Why, that's simply wonderful.
That was a metaphor.
Cartleen! To teach Chico to do that? Oh, teach me too. I mean, the way he...
Express himself.
Well, yeah. Will you teach me?
And us.
And us. And us.
Yes, why not? I've taught you everything I know. Now go and awaken any sleeping hearts with your words.
Ha! Hey!
Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. So, what's happening?
And that is
In
why
regards to the chemical
I would
compound,
like to state that the conclusion
How much longer must you test my patience? How much further will you boastfully display of your
it's
insight?
regrettable to note your inability to conduct at least some semblance of a reasonable and sober debate.
And that's why, with full moral responsibility, I would like to state that the conclusion has been predetermined. No one else's version is worthy of attention. Except
Against
he
the
whose
backdrop of
knowledge
such
is
all-encompassing
not
processes,
subject to doubt.
it becomes evident that the insignificance of our impulses...
What on earth is going on?
We are solving an interpersonal conflict.
What kind of conflict?
To be honest, I doubt we'd be able to recall the root of the problem.
Seriously? You don't even remember the cause of the debate?
That is hardly of import. What is critical is who is able to substantiate his truth through the power of rhetoric.
You've all gone mad. Look at yourselves. You learned to speak wonderfully. But now you have to master an even more important skill. Listening. To hear the interlocutor and to be able to understand his point of view is the true basis of dialogue. That's what the principles of true rhetoric are all about.
That was cool.
So literary, so nuanced.
And yet so succinct.
I think we can all agree that Colin is the victor in this debate.
Impact with oncoming asteroid in 5,
That's it.
4,
We were arguing about which way to
3,
turn to avoid the collision.
2,
Well, that's not
One.
good.
Whoa!
And what does rhetoric suggest in such situations?
Sometimes, my friend, it's better just to keep quiet.
20 seconds remaining until docking with the module.
Bibi, reduce the speed by half. Shift to the right by 1 meter.
Incorrect course. Time remaining until docking. There are 5,
50
4,
centimeters higher.
3,
To the left
2,
by 23 centimeters.
1. Contact with the module. Contact with the module. Docking did not take place. Docking simulation is over.
If the docking had actually happened, we'd have all been completely kaput. Oh, no, we're all doing the right thing. Just need to calculate a bit more accurate. Tomorrow we will try again. Bad calculation is always bad. Bibi, set the course higher by 34 centimeters. And now down by 19 centimeters, and to the right by 13.
The docking did not take place. Docking simulation is over.
To the right by 3 centimeters. No, to the left. And 1 down.
The docking did not take place.
To the right, 3 4 hundredths of a millimeter. Down 56 hundredths of a millimeter. No, 57 or 60. Ah, we missed it again. Let's try even more precisely. Bibi is very upset. We used to do everything together, but now...
Huh. You think he's bothered about your tiny little mishap? Maybe he just isn't getting enough attention, huh?
You think Bibi is upset because of me? That can't be.
It can.
Where'd you get that?
Yesterday before bed, you called him a model. For docking! Huh.
Then what should I do?
Just tell the truth, that you love him and that you appreciate his help.
Yes, but Bibi is a robot. He wouldn't understand that. It's necessary to express everything in figures.
Were you planning to measure love or something?
Ho ho! You shouldn't underestimate mathematics. Mathematics is the queen of sciences. Simply no other science can exist without figures, calculations, and formulas. Whether you're playing music, painting a picture, writing a poem, whatever you're doing, you're still using mathematics. Because at the core, everything is harmony. Harmony which can be verified by precise mathematical calculations. If the notes in a melody go without a mathematical order, you have a cacophony. A picture which is pleasing to the eye is drawn according to the laws of symmetry and the golden ratio. And in a rhyme, each line has its own line length, and if broken, then such a work will be very difficult to listen to. Mathematics is the basis for everything. After all, our entire universe obeys mathematical law. Mathematics is the queen of science.
Oh, yeah? And the corn on the cob is the queen of the cornfields.
But if we try an algorithm... 9. That's not it. Imaginary numbers don't work either.
Oh, wow. Well, you have a formula of love?
That nothing's working. Maybe I need some special figure.
It's just that you do not know how to express your feelings with words. That's why you're babbling.
Where I come from, we didn't really talk too much.
Huh, I can see that. But don't you have any warm memories from your childhood?
Yeah, of course. In order not to freeze during the polar night, we'd cling on to each other. It was very warm and cozy.
Well, there you go. That's just lovely.
But now there's no need for it. It's not cold at all.
You're just hopeless.
I'm very reliable. The whole problem is this silly module. There is no module, there is no problem.
Just hopeless.
Silly module. Bibi'll find out how much Daddy loves him. Useless hunk of metal. Now you'll find out what an angry penguin looks like. Take that! All because of you! Why did I create you? Take that! Stupid! Useless! I created you! I'll destroy you! Hunk of junk!
Emergency module has left base. Emergency module has left base.
You've already learned this? How to attach a sphere jet to this thing?
Computer, engage! I have an unforeseen... Oh my god! Nothing is working. And that is not good.
Warning. The emergency module is not protected from cosmic radiation. Prolonged use is not recommended.
How can I help you with this if I do not know how to count these commands? Huh. So exact commands aren't necessary? But Pin said... Soft science? Well, if that's about me, I think I'll be offended.
Since ancient times, we have been striving to measure and calculate everything more accurately, trying to invent more precise instruments and more powerful machines. But in the end, we've been forced to admit some things just do not lend themselves to an accurate measurement. For example, how to determine a tall house or a short one. Suppose you can say that the house is less than 2 meters. Short. Then the question arises, what is the house 2 meters and 1 centimeter tall? Is it not considered short? But if we move the border that divides the concepts short and tall, then the question still remains. To define such concepts, soft sciences was invented. Thanks to soft sciences, we can determine the height of the house more flexibly. Short, not very short, rather short than tall, rather short, more or less short. Such descriptions are known as linguistic variables. Soft sciences are suitable not only to determine our attitude to an object, but as found wide application in various technologies, where accurate definitions only slow down the process. For example, docking a spacecraft is much faster and safer with social commands. The multivariance of the correct answer is an important discovery in modern science, combining the exact science of psychology.
It turns out, exact numbers are not necessary. Speaking roughly, we'll be faster and better. That I can do. Full speed ahead.
I'm sorry, Bibi. I never had time to tell you the most important thing.
A little bit to the right, and now a little higher to the left.
If you are reading these lines, no, better not. Dear Bibi, I never had time to tell you.
Oh, a little bit higher. Oh, higher and right. I meant the other right. Oh, okay. A tad to the left. Yeah.
Docking was successful.
Great, we docked.
Bibi, I've got to tell you something important. I wrote it all down. I wanted to say... Bibi, my son, your dad loves you.
Oh, man.
We'll see who the outsider is now.
Consider that me spotted! What do you want, Mr. Unlucky?
Bibi, why don't you finish eating your breakfast? I noticed your battery is charged only to 99%. If you don't eat well, you'll run slowly, and you will upset your daddy.
Oh, here you are. I've been looking all over for you.
9, he hasn't finished eating.
Sorry, but it's a matter of life and death.
But...
Bibi, you see, here's the thing.
Amazing things.
Here you can see, we need your mathematical mind. Be a pal and help us out. It's a matter of life and death. Shh. There, you see? That maneuver? Tell me what the winning move might be. Otherwise, I think I'll have to eat crow. And making a bear eat crow just isn't right. Carlin's always been a little bit closer. Be a pal and help me out. That's it, with ribbons on top. Well, Carlin, now we'll see who's gonna eat crow.
I see an unfinished dirty section.
Let's get it.
Amazing things. Energy transmission without wires or batteries in Doko's tremendous experiment. Today after dinner, yeah. My friends, to switch on any household device, we need to plug it into a socket. In our everyday life, all of us are hostage to wires. But the time has now come when we can firmly say, down with wires. Down with wires!
Yeah, so? Are we just gonna use batteries now?
Well, no, but we can say the same thing about them, too. Down with batteries. Down! But first of all, a little theory. The brightest example in every way of energy transmission without wires is lightning. Lightning occurs when a charge between the clouds and the Earth develops of over 100 million volts. The strong electrical field tears off certain air molecules on charged particles, ions and electrons. The negative electrons fly to Earth, and positive ions up to the clouds. These particles disperse in the electric field, come across other molecules, and do the same with them. This starts a chain reaction, which is called an electrical breakdown. A conductive channel in the air is created along which the electrical energy in the form of lightning is transferred from the clouds down to the Earth.
And so, we're going to charge all of our devices using lightning now?
That wouldn't be very convenient. In order to control the process, we need to create an artificial electrical field. This, of course, would require a very high voltage in order to be strong enough to form a conductive channel. In the 19th century, such a device was indeed created by the famous Serbian scientist Nikola Tesla. Tesla's high-frequency generator can create a very powerful field in which breakdowns and discharges are easily formed. Actually, an example of Tesla's generator is right in front of you. So what? Does this thing work? That's what we're going to find out. I will now turn on the generator, and these flasks with gas will become the light sources. Down with wires! Let's not rush, my optimistic friend. The problem with this method is the very high amount of energy consumption in short distances. Alas, Tesla, during his lifetime, was not able to create a directed channel of distribution. So it's just an effective physics trick. Until today, it was. But I have perfected the generator. And now Doko's generator can transfer any amount of energy, any distance.
Holy carrots!
The moment of truth.
Watch out!
We'll see who the outsider is now.
Consider that me spotting you one, Mr. Unlucky!
Bibi, why don't you finish eating your breakfast? I noticed your battery is charged only to 99%. If you don't eat well, you'll run slowly, and you will upset your daddy.
Oh, here you are. I've been looking all over for you. It's a matter of life and death.
9, he hasn't finished eating.
Sorry.
Amazing things.
Here you can see, we need your mathematical mind. Be a pal and help me out. Yes, Daco's tinkering with something, but that's not important right now. Yes, in the center. Wait a minute. How did you know about that?
I see an unfinished dirty section.
Amazing things. Energy transmission without wires or batteries in Toko's
Time
tremendous...
to dry you off.
Alas, Tesla during his lifetime. So it's just an effective physics trick. Until today, it was. Toko's generator. The moment of truth. What's the matter, good man? What explosion? What are you talking about? I have checked everything very carefully. Oh, come off it.
Watch out!
We'll see who the outsider is now.
Consider that me spotting you one, Mr. Unlucky!
Bibi, why don't you finish eating your breakfast?
Oh, hey, Pin. Have you seen Bibi? Well, that's a shame. Good grief. What am I supposed to do now?
Amazing things.
Watch out!
What amazing technology. Tesla was a genius.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo,
Loudly, buddy. Loudly and with expression.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo.
I see an unfinished dirty section.
Let's get it. La, 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 la,
energy transmission without wires or batteries. So it's just an effective physics trick. Until today, it was. But I have improved Tesla's generator. And now the generator of Doko can transfer any amount of energy to any distance.
Holy carrots!
The moment of truth. Strange. I checked everything in advance. Down with wires!
Private message for Bibi, to be read in the event of sphere jets exploding.
I don't understand a thing. Previously, Dako conducted an experiment on the remote transmission of energy, which resulted in the sphere jet exploding. The explosion leads to a glitch in Bibi's programming, which traps him in a time loop. Now, Bibi is reliving this day over and over again. Bibi tries to prevent the catastrophe, but Sphere Jet explodes anyway, every time. What's causing the explosion? The investigation continues.
Private message for Bibi, to be read in the event of sphere jets exploding.
I don't understand a single thing.
Bibi!
Watch out!
We'll see who the outsider is now.
Consider that me spotting you one, Mr. Unlucky!
Bibi! Where'd he go?
Tesla was a genius after all.
You have logged into Spheroscope 3000. You have one new unread message. Hi, Bibi. If you're logging into Spheroscope 3000, then that means you're already stuck in a closed space-time loop. This message was left to assist you in resolving what's transpiring around you. While working with Tesla's generator, Doko used technology from the future which current civilization is not yet ready for. This misuse of technology has led to not only a spatial displacement, but one in time as well. You were exposed but are now programmed to restore your memory after deletion to the most recently created backup point. Doko's generator is not causing the explosion. You need to discover the reason. My clue might change further development of these events. I can only tell you that the crew member whom you expect least is the guilty party. Who I am doesn't matter. You now have all necessary information. End of message.
The finish line is in the engine room!
Looks like it's a tie.
So now, back again!
Hey, that's not fair.
Amazing things. Energy transmission without wires or batteries in Taco's experiment.
What? The sphere jet blows up because of me? How could that be? You already checked everyone, and I'm the only one left? But why are you doing it at all? This is some kind of very strange joke. Better you eat your breakfast instead of trying to trick your daddy. Well, all right. If you really want, let's check all the Spherejet systems. Computer, confirm Spherejet's current status.
All systems normal.
There, you see?
Energy supply running low.
What?
1 hour, 3 minutes remain before engine failure.
Where's all the energy gone?
Supply used on charging external devices.
What device could eat up so much? Mein Gott! Your power supply's malfunctioning! That's why the battery isn't fully charging. And that's where all the energy is going.
1 hour remains before engine failure.
But we're surrounded by a colossal amount of natural energy. It's strange we're suffering from any shortages.
What use is the energy if we can't even really use it?
The charge from one lightning bolt would be enough for Spherejet for an entire month.
Lightning is not controllable. It'd be easier trying to catch a leprechaun.
Science can't help you with your problems with leprechauns, but there is a way it can help with lightning. There are options. Lightning occurs due to electrical disruptions, the place of which is impossible to predict, given lightning a precarious personality in nature at best. But if you really want some lightning, you can create these disruptions artificially. For example, you could launch a small rocket from the Earth into the storm clouds. Along the rocket's entire trajectory, the rocket ionizes the air and thereby creates a conductive channel for lightning. Another lead could be made by shooting a stream or water into the clouds, or directing a laser beam, both of which also ionize the air. As you can see, there are lots of ways.
Doko, I love you very much. But what good are these methods if we're in space? We're 2 days from the closest planet with clouds, and our engine will explode in half an hour.
You asked me, and I answered you.
Oh my God. But where's Bibi?
Bibi, what are you planning on doing?
My God, you're going to give all your energy to Spherejet.
Stop! Stop! You won't be able to control this process, and you will waste all your energy.
Your circuits may not hold out. All your settings and programs and backups. I won't be able to restore you. Oh my God.
It can't be. There's no other way. We'll think of something. We always think of something.
Bibi, do you recognize me?
One mechanical arm did have to be replaced, but all other indicators are normal. He confidently can do this. Your energy will be enough to get Spherejet to the nearest planet, where we can use the forces of nature.
Until then, we can share with you our energy.
Get better soon!
We'll give him enough energy to last for 1,000 years.
Teleport delivery of Spheroscope 3000 complete. Thank you for your order. Message recording. Leave your message after the beep. Message recorded. Receiver, Bibi.
Hi, Bibi. I'm going to contact Pin in 5 minutes and let him know that everything with me is okay and I just traveled into the future. He's probably worried sick. You're right! It is New Year's! I don't even know what to give him. Oh! That's an excellent gift! Ha ha! Wanna give it to him yourself? Oh, I know. I miss him too. All right. Well, I'm off then.
And that is how the story ended. And as a souvenir, I was left with a lightning scar.
Wow. Where?
What? Where?
The scar. The lightning-shaped one.
Huh? On my heart, my friend. On my heart.
Cool. Nothing heroic ever happens to me. Not even anything I can impress my friends with. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, adventure. That is not difficult. The important thing is to live through it strictly by the laws of dramaturgy.
But how do I do that?
It's elementary. The term dramaturgy comes straight out of ancient Greek, and it means the art of creating a dramatic work. More simply, the ability to tell an interesting story. Simply speaking, the skill of telling interesting stories. And in any self-respecting story, there has to be a hero. And any self-respecting hero must have a goal. Ha-ha! Dramaturgy is very simple, but we didn't mention another important detail. Conflict. And there are obstacles that prevent the hero from achieving his goal. Now we have the complete set. The 3 main components of any story: the hero, his goal, and conflict. Now, as they say, it's a complete drama. As you can see, everything is simple. You reach your goal despite all the obstacles. And that's it. The story is over. And you're a hero.
But where do I find my goal?
For a true hero, any small thing can become a goal. Here, for example, complete this cube.
Oh, that I can do. But what's so heroic about that?
You're right. You need to increase the conflict. Oh! The hero, the goal, and the conflict. It's wonderful, but in order to make the story really interesting, we still need to know how to tell an interesting story. Since Wally is a beginner hero, let's stick to the simplest version, the classical 3-act structure. The first act is the setting. First, we get acquainted with the characters and the general situation. This is called exposition. Everything is, as a rule, peaceful and calm, but then there is a motivating event that unbalances the situation. The hero has a problem that pops up and the story begins.
Where are we?
The perfect place to have an adventure. You know, on this planet, Only a real hero could find a radiant and amazing cube.
Yeah, that's me.
Go for it, my friend.
You got it. Oh, could I just sneak back? I forgot to grab the Band-Aids. Oh.
Not in any circumstance. Computer, switch to autopilot. We'll pick Wally up when he finds the cube.
Hey, we didn't agree to this.
You,
Huh?
as the main hero, just got to one of the main parts in any dramatic story. The point of no return. The first act ends with the first turning point, which is also called the point of no return. The hero can no longer continue with his old methods. To achieve the goal, he will have to make an extra effort. Then, the second act begins, the development of action. Well, I won't bother you. Yes, a cube will come back with you.
Dramaturgy. Ha, ha, ha. But, where should I go?
I'd hurry if I were you. Judging by my readings, there's a storm on the way.
What? Oh, darn it. I didn't get a chance to see the end of my dream. Whoa! My cube! I'm alive! And I'm fine! Ha ha ha! I managed to survive the adventure! Ha ha!
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. I did it.
Oh yeah, you've reached the most important point in your journey. It's called false hope.
What is it called?
Halfway through the second act, the hero thinks that he's progressing forwards, but he's mistaken. Further tension is added to the action, and the hero is forced to increase efforts to overcome the opposition. This point is called false hope.
Still more resistance, but for the time being, everything seems to be calm.
Does it not bother you that there is actually air on this planet?
I'd be more bothered if there wasn't.
Just the presence of air, as a rule, hints at the existence of life.
What life? Ah! Oh. 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 Oh.
Now that's drama. The second act is coming to an end.
Shush. Quiet. I'm begging you. Quiet.
The most important point in the story is coming soon, my friend, and it must declare itself loudly. The second turning point in the story is at the end of the second act. At this point, the hero faces the greatest losses, and it seems that everything is lost. And the third act begins, which will lead us to the resolution.
What nonsense. I don't think everything is lost. I'm tired, angry, and scared, but not more than that.
Your dramaturgy doesn't work. Get me out of here. I'm all done with it.
All right, my friend, agreed. The adventure's gone on a bit, but it's time to... but this is not good.
Hey, what have you got? Huh? So my ignominious adventure has ended. I doubt I'll be able to tell my friends about it. I'll never be a hero. And all because of a stupid cube. Oh no. This is too much. Hey you! Spineless! That was my cube. This cannot all be in vain. This adventure is not over.
Bravo, Wally. This is the climax. I haven't experienced such a catharsis for a long time. The climax is the main part of the whole story. It is here that it is decided if our hero wins or loses. During the climax, the audience must experience a catharsis, a purifying empathy, as said by Aristotle. After the climax, our story reaches its inevitable resolution, and our story comes to an end. Yes, that's what I call total drama.
One thing I don't get. What was this all for? Why?
Well, of course. A message. The most important component of any decent story. How did we forget about that? We need to replay everything. Without a message, a story is not a story. Strength, the conflict, at jeopardy, something else?
No!
Wally! Where are you going? Wally! The message!